Welcome back to Florida News. I am C. Johnson, CEO and host here at Florida News. Today I get to speak to honestly one of the nicest department administrators. He went from the bottom to the top in just about 2 to 3 months. You're about to get to meet him. His name is P. Santiago. Some may know him as Navy, others may know him as Yusuf. We got to talk to him right in front of the joint department between HSO and FHP, as well as it's where the DA works out of. We got to speak to him about the overall state of departments, the Department of Communications, dispatch, and more. You'll get to hear from him right on the other side of this commercial break. Hello, I'm Chief Executive Officer of Florida News, C. Johnson. We'll get back to our regular program, but first, let me tell you about what we're doing here. Our mission is to give news with 100% truth and no opinions added, and that's what we've done for a long time now. And you can join that effort by going to discord.gg/xv capital DF uppercase EEE uppercase T3. And you can apply there. You can also learn more information there. We'd love to have you as part of our recording crew. Thank you. Hello, Floridians. I'm CEO and host here at Florida News, C. Johnson. I'm here today with a very special guest. Recently, as recent as like 2 weeks ago, the Deputy Director of Departments with the Department Administration. I am here today with Deputy Director P. Santiago. So welcome on. We're always happy to have these amazing guests on. And it's just really nice to have you here. I've interviewed other members of DA, but never somebody as high as Deputy Director. I asked you on today because I wanted to learn more and wanted everybody here to learn more about how the departments are doing. So can you just give us like a 30-second to 2-minute overview of everything the departments are doing right now?
Oh, of course. To start it all off is, of course, as a deputy director of all departments, I've had the pleasure of working with all of our high coms, all of our department heads, all of our supervisors, and of course, with our lower ranks who shape our departments into what they are at the moment. As far as I'm concerned, as y'all have may seen in the past, that we've ran a bunch of events, inspections, and so on and so forth to enhance all of our department opportunities and so to ensure all of our departments. And so in my perspective as the deputy director of all departments, departments have been operating at a standard level, considering the fact that we've also went into departments and have had inspections go in there. And so where we had evaluated a bunch of activities, we had evaluated the amount of promotions and fractions were issued in the span of a week, the hours met in total, and et cetera. And I'm 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 actually confident to say that all of our departments are succeeding and they're on the path of success at the moment, and that there's no department is failing at the moment. We've had a couple of departments that just started rolling back within their role play purposes. And so, for instance, Department of Justice has recently came back, and looking at the Department of Justice from how far they've come from the past till now, they've come very far along this road, and they're still climbing up the mountain along with other departments. And um, I'll be talking a little more about department statistics later on in this interview and tell you guys how active departments are and give you full statistics and total hours. But yeah, that's about it for me.
That's great. And you mentioned the DOJ. Could you give us like a little bit of a rundown on how the DOJ is running right now and whether or not you think it's meeting expectations or exceeding expectations?
No, of course. So as you know, we've been told that the Department of Justice was recently brought back to our server and to bring justice within Florida itself, specifically Tampa. And so, as far as I'm concerned, looking at their statistics for their shift time, and DOJ again has been open up for roughly 2 weeks, but they've been operating for a good week and a half, and to where we've had a couple of court cases roll. Looking at their total shift time when it came down to cases, which is actually a big number, they've had well over 6 hours when it came down to loads of cases. They've had as far as I'm concerned, they've had recruited 68 people within the department, and they've trained nearly 20 people to be certified within the bar system. And as far as I'm concerned, with the activity, as they continue to progress with activity, we've added a couple of things for them. And for instance, like we have now added the bar committee, in which will handle anything that pertains to our bar certifications, law changes, and all that, so on and so forth. So they're kind of in charge. And so we continue to add and progress more within the department as we see more improvement and consistent with activity and success. And so we continue to privilege those departments who continue to make us proud and happy. So I'm confidently and happy to say that DOJ has been progressing and continues to progress, and that we continue to enhance and work on DOJ. And of course, that is with the help of the employees of the Department of Justice and our oversight team that is continuously working with DOJ late at night, early in the morning, mid on the afternoon, and maybe even during the day while they're out shopping. They're on call on their phones and ensuring that the DOJ is succeeding to be where it's at right now. And so, yeah.
That's great. Obviously, the DOJ, it's not been in that long, and we've seen it get very active with multiple court cases a week and a lot of court cases being filed. Obviously, most of them not passing through the preliminary stage. But I wanted to switch over to a new topic. The Department of Commerce, it was revamped probably 2 months ago, and it has not failed, is not disappointed yet. Uh, and
Neat.
we just saw it host its first event, uh, the car meet.
Mhm.
We've seen it uh, constantly do new things with their director Foxy. What is the DA thinking of DOC? Do you think it could possibly at one point like overtake FHP for the most active department?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, looking at the Department of Commerce and seeing how they've been operating also recently, is they've also increased in a lot of ways and shapes and forms. They've kind of enhanced as well and improved on a lot of their operations after a lot of feedback was given and a lot of work was put into them in order to ensure that they succeed and they continue to succeed. And of course, that's all under the supervision of our director of Department of Commerce, which is Foxy. Props to him for doing a great job with them. Along with our oversight team that has continued to help with DOJ and its operations. Although, if I was to talk about statistic wise and if they'll ever surpass Florida Highway Patrol or ever get to the Florida Highway Patrol level, of course, everything, we can't assume or predict that this will never happen. You never know what the future has aligned for them. They could at some point surpass or not. But if I was to say, from my perspective and personal opinion, that Florida Highway Patrol right now probably ranks as the top department here and within activity, which again, we'll talk more about their statistics and along comparing with every other statistics as we go further into this interview. But as far as I'm concerned, the Department of Commerce is doing good and can pass certain departments. I just am not aware if we would like to do it with Florida Highway Patrol. I'm not sure if they'll ever do that. So we'll see how that
Hi.
goes.
That's great, Santiago. I wanted to move on once again to the dispatch certification. Obviously, it was just announced a few days ago, and the people were selected and given their certification yesterday. Is this the next step towards bringing back HCEC, Hillsborough County Emergency Communications, or FDOC, Florida Department of Communications? Or is that left in the dust?
Now, as far as I'm concerned, the dispatch certification was brought back recently under my executive orders, along with our, of course, my colleague and my partner, when it comes down to those final decisions is Liam, the director of all departments. Him and I had a quick discussion in regards to a couple of things that pertain to dispatch and RTO, and ways again that we've been working on to enhance our departments. And so it just came up across a discussion of like, okay, so we've had a couple of issues when it came down to RTO and kind of having a hard time with management wise when it comes down to managing RTO and down to pursuits and so on and so forth. And so we've came to the agreement that we will be bringing back a certification, as in like we would certify certain people through via letter of interest and a quick brief overview of what is expected out of them. And that's what we've done under my supervision, of course. A lot of people have been briefed, and we've selected 11 applicants in total that have now progressed onto their official certification of dispatch. And now they've been out here dispatching, and it's been great so far. Now, as for the opening of the department or considering bringing the department back, I cannot give full details as a lot of this stuff can be confidential and under, under our breath, under myself and Liam's breath as the director and the deputy director of all departments. We will not further discuss in regards to if we will bring it back, although this could be a potential. Nobody ever knows if we'll ever bring it back or not. Again, our main duty here as the director of all departments and the deputy director of all departments is to enhance roleplay and ensure that everyone's voice is being heard. And I've seen and heard, and had a couple of people come in and give us the high demand of bringing back HCCC or Florida Department of Communications Center. And so we're taking it all into consideration. Of course, we are not being negligent, and we are not just kind of voiding that. We're taking it all into consideration and account, and we're just weighing our options here and determining if it's worth it or not. And so maybe in the future we can hopefully have a final verdict or an answer on whether we'll bring it back. But as far as I'm concerned right now, I wouldn't say it's left in the dust. I'll just say that it's more of a project that has been placed on hold till further notice.
That's good to hear, especially as somebody who was part of the dispatch department, got up to the director. We're going to take a quick 40-second break to tell our viewers how they can get an ad here with Florida News. We'll be back just after this. Hello, it's me again. I wanted to tell you that we have opportunities for you. Yes, that's you in your business to get an advertisement if you go to the link in the description, and right here you can open a ticket and we can determine your price. It will usually be somewhere around the 500 to $1 million mark, and it obviously depends on the event and what the story is. If you have any questions, please open the ticket there as well, and we can get you all sorted out. We'll see you later. Alright, welcome back. Once again, I am C. Johnson here with Deputy Director of all departments, that is P. Santiago. I am C. Johnson, and we're so happy you have decided to join us today. That's both to you, Santiago, and to our viewers. Can you just tell us, to kind of wrap it up, what you're expecting from departments in the future? Because obviously we just had that department inspection. What can we expect to see in the upcoming weeks and months?
I mean, there's a lot of course, coming up in the weeks and months. I mean, I will say this now that I will be gone for a good amount of 5 days out on a vacation. I'll be going out down to a different city slash town. And so the director of all departments will be kind of handling all the operations. When I'm back, we're continue to further discuss more ideas to enhance within our departments. And as far as I'm concerned, I know that the city of Tampa is undergoing a major construction project, and to where we're getting a new couple of new highways, a couple of new things, maybe even boats. And so that tells us that we will be enhancing all of the departments by giving them more privileges as they continue to work towards the success of their departments, as they also continue to show us that they are a department that is worth getting a more of like a little prop or like a pat on the back by us, also appreciating them and showing them their appreciations. And so I mean, yeah, we have major future plans that I don't have memorized on the top of my head. Although all I can say is be excited for what you guys are going to see. And I mean, like I had stated that for statistics wise, I mean, all the departments have been doing, for instance, our highway patrol has essentially scored 698 hours in just a week, which is, insane amount of hours in 1 week. That is 698 hours, as well as they've issued a total of 97 promotions, which is a great, looks on our Florida Highway Patrol. It's almost the same thing I say for our sheriff's office. They've obtained well over 340 hours in just a week, as well as issued 66 promotions. And again, comparing Florida Highway Patrol and sheriff's office really not a big thing to compare, as one department's bigger than the other and one has more demand than the other. Although that's like kind of impressing, seeing those departments have obtaining over hundreds and hundreds of hours just in a span of a week, and that they've issued all 60 and plus promotions to recognize those deputies, supervisors, command members, and showing them how much appreciating we are, and how much we support. It's almost the same thing within also our special response team. Our special response team has not been up for also a long time. And as a former commander, knowing that I've tossed it to a commander who's also capable of handling the responsibilities, also obtaining well over 50 hours, and as well as issuing tons and tons of promotions. And again, special response team is a smaller department. It's like a department that contains maybe even less than 30 people. And so that's why the hours may not be as big, although it's kind of impressing seeing those departments progress. And so with the future updates, with the future construction coming down here, we continue to enhance our departments by privileging them and giving more opportunities here. It can even be, in the future, we can see boats. We can see some of our units out on the water patrolling. We can see some of our units even up on the new highways, with new type of cars, new everything. So, we are continuing to enhance a lot of things, and possibly even recognizing our units by doing ceremonies such as an award won promotion, such as all stuff, kind of recognizing all of our departments. And so yeah, that's really about it for me. I mean, I as a deputy director, I'll say I'm a very proud deputy director of all departments here at Florida State Roleplay. I'm very proud of every single department head, as well as all of our command members and our, of course, units who've shaped those departments to be the way they are. Proud of my department administration team who's been working tirelessly, putting so much effort, days and nights, late at night and early in the morning, even while they're out with their family, they're still putting effort to make sure that we continue to ensure that those departments are active. And so I really hope people understand that we continue to do that, and we will continue to put as much as effort as we continue to do, an even harder effort, in order to ensure those departments continue to succeed the way they need to be.
Thank you so much for doing this. I know as deputy director, you've got a busy schedule, and you just had a department inspection happen. Who knows where you're going to be in 15 minutes from now? So I just want to thank you again. Once again, I'm C. Johnson. To the viewers at home, if you guys want to join our recording crew, the link is right now at the top right of your screen. You get to sit behind interviews just like this one and get to speak to really cool people, such as Navy here, or P. Santiago. Finally, Navy, thank you.
No problem. It's a pleasure.